Sagittarius, welcome to the channel. It's Robin here with AriesFireTarot. I'm just getting ready to do your January 2021 mid-month tarot card reading. And just as I was going to press record, I'm obviously looking at myself when I'm doing that. I got this song in my head and I don't know if anybody has heard it before. Let me know if you've ever heard this song. It's called Hippie Chicks. And it's super cool. It's super fun. I think it came out in around the 80s. So anyway, like I had a kind of like a flower child-esque friend and she introduced me to that song and it was really super fun. So anyway, we'll get on with the reading here, guys. We'll get on with the show. I've got the Starman tarot card deck in my hands and I use this every mid-month for your readings and I combine it with the Starguide tarot spread, which came in the companion book for this deck. You're probably going to see David Bowie in some of these cards. He did inspire the deck creator and he collaborated on the artwork. So he took the liberty, which I love, of putting himself in the visuals. So anyway, this is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any cross watchers. And I hope you guys really enjoy that song when you look it up. Once again, it's called Hippie Chicks. And I'm going to put it on after this reading and probably dance around the living room. Let's go. Present situation for you guys. King of Wands. Yes. Stepping to the front. King of Wands. You guys are a fire sign and this is a fire sign. The King of Wands is like when you've reached that ultimate, when you know that sort of you're the winning contestant, there's other people on the field, but it doesn't bother you anymore because you're so far out in front. Like your score is so high that nobody is going to catch you. I mean, so what else can you say about that? I mean, it's like, yeah, I'm here. Hello. Hello. You really just, you're the icing on the cake. And have I said that before? You guys had a reading before that I said you should take a bigger slice of cake. I'm getting cake analogies for you guys. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that because you take the cake, You're the icing on the cake. That's a good place to be in, And this guy, he could stand on top of a cake. You know what I'm saying? He's very powerful. This is a very self-assured energy that you guys hear. So I love seeing this for you, Sagittarius. So let's see if there's any cause of conflict going on in your life with the second card that I've got here. So you've got the Sun here. So this is a very bright, powerful energy. You would know that if you've ever tried to stare directly into the sun. I mean, the sun really represents wild abundance and growth. This is very odd, I'm sensing there's some sort of counterproductivity within yourself. Maybe being top of the line, first of the podium. Maybe being first is unfamiliar for you. Like you just like, wow, how did I get here all of a sudden? But meanwhile, it's something that you've been wanting. Am I crooked now? But anyway, for a long time. And now you're there. I was like, well, what do I do with this now? It can be very strange to be like running in the middle of the pack, This is bothering me. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to leave it. And then all of a sudden you're out in front and now everybody's following you, So I'm sensing where you're going to come out of the middle of the pack and this is what you wanted. But now it's a different view from the top, so it could be giving you a little bit of vertigo, okay? Because you've got the Sun card and this should feel very powerful, but that power is making your head swim. It's like you finally won an argument that you've been trying to win for 20 years and then you've got nothing left to debate about. There's a void. But it's a good void. You know what I mean? That's your void of success that you've been wanting to step into. So how can we make this feel a little bit better, right? So the third card is going to look at changes needed in order to face your challenges. Perfect card. Perfect card. We've got the Three of Pentacles. This is the card of alchemy, and this is, look at this card. It's free falling. And I was saying before, it's like you're standing on a ledge, you're standing on the top, and you're getting that sense of vertigo, and you might be holding yourself back a little bit because of that, because you could be unfamiliar with this new height that you've hit. Three of Pentacles is saying you just got to trust it. You just got to roll back into it, you know, or do a swan dive into it, and you're going to be okay, because the universe is the one that's got that net for you, and it's going to just cause you to really, you know, like a feather. You can just float like a feather, and everything's going to be okay. These are very powerful cards for you. Very, you should feel really inspired right now to be able to take advantage of this new place in your life. You know, don't fear it. It's going to feel different. You know, there's going to be no... There's going to be no wind before you anymore. You know, you're not fighting that headwind. You're going to have the wind at your back. And it's all a blessing. So let's have a look at your strengths here as you go into unfamiliar territory. So you have the Lover's card here. So this is a really important card. And this is saying that you probably have somebody very close to you that you can rely on for support, and go and talk to them and say, well, this is really quite bizarre. I'm not sure how to handle this, you know. Also, you guys could be, if you're single, you could be meeting somebody that could be in that same space as you, or has just hit a really successful height. Okay, I heard a really weird noise over there. And La Chienne is sleeping. So I don't know. I'm just going to pick my feet up. Anyway, so... You know, your strength is having somebody really, really close to you that sees you. They've probably been through this entire journey with you. And it could be a friend, you know, it could be somebody that is a karmic soulmate, but not a romantic twin flame soulmate love. But for those of you that are single, you could really look forward into that. You know, somebody coming in, and that could be everything else. You know, everything else could fall into place after that. You know, just because I see the cards coming out a certain way, things could happen in different steps, right? And depending on you as an individual. So I'm going to have a card for other challenges for you, Sagittarius, who has an accent. You know, I'm getting a very, almost like Ukrainian accent. So... And I sometimes get that when somebody has a very strong accent or lives in a specific country. This is really interesting that other challenges would come up with the King of Swords, because you might try to rationalize everything, right? You might try to cut out all the emotion that is going on here, but you're meant to feel these emotions. It should feel good. You know, it shouldn't feel like being tossed around in the ocean. It should feel like, you know, being a 170-foot super yacht slicing through the waves and being like everything rising up to meet you. Not that you're a victim of something, but again, that sudden switch. Some of you, again, could be winning the lottery, and it could feel like, oh, wow, all of a sudden I have all this money. But don't try and cut your emotions off from it. You know, you need to feel everything. So that's going to be a challenge for you guys too. But also where, you know, this really close relationship can come in and help you, because you're probably used to setting up certain amount of walls. Ugh, my shoulders. You know, to protect yourself. But this is everything you fought for your whole life. But still... like the shield will still be there, but somebody can help you with that. And the more that you love this journey and embrace this free-falling alchemy and just, wow, the easier it'll be. You know, it really is. Outcome card for you guys, Ten of Swords. This is so fascinating. You know, part of you has to be separated out. You know, that shadow self, that sort of inner saboteur, you know, and you can see that there's two characters, but this is parts of the same person. This is parts of your personality. And, you know, maybe you've had that part of you that lives in lack, doesn't believe in love, like never believed that you would hit the jackpot, get that job, you know, find that person that completely understands you. Ten of Swords says that the outcome of this is that inner saboteur is going to hit the freeway, and this should really end any sort of like the weirdness of like, okay, well, I feel like I'm on another planet here, but it's just a different part of your life and you've been working for this. But now that you're there, the landscape feels unfamiliar, you know? But the outcome with this Ten of Swords is that person that doesn't want to accept this or just feels like it's really unfamiliar, that'll be peeled away. And you're going to be just fine. I feel like I need to pull one more card here for you guys. Oh, guys. Okay, so we've got the Eight of Swords here. So this is your inner saboteur, okay? So here's you, and you're, like, trying to figure everything out. And then you've got this little sort of, like, naggy voice here. And it could keep you pinned. Like, if you're not taking steps forward to sort of grab all of this opportunity that's coming in for you, it could go the other way. So really just release your need to psychoanalyze everything and like leave emotion out of it and get in your own head and sort of talk yourself out of opportunity. It's very interesting. You guys are really going to have to rise up against your inner saboteur in order to make the most of this King of Wands and Sun energy, as well as the Lovers. You know, you can choose this and let the rest leave you, as depicted in the Ten of Swords. So be very careful with that inner saboteur. They're very clever. And it's your own voice, you know, so it's really, you're prone to believe them because it's you coming at you. And that's a tough challenge, you guys, but you're stronger than your inner saboteur. So keep that in mind too. All right, Sagittarius. Peace out. Bye.